Hi everybody, my name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach and I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse. So today I want to talk about building confidence. We tend to avoid doing things because we're not confident enough. We tend to avoid risk taking. We tend to avoid just anything really because we're like, oh, I'm not confident enough to do that. But confidence doesn't come from your mind. Confidence comes from doing something. Confidence comes from competence. The more we do something, the more confident we become. The more practice we put into something, the more perfect we can become at it. Like, we tend not to try things. We're like, oh, I'm not good enough, or I can't do this, or I don't have the confidence to do that. But we just don't try. You know, and I like, this is like, you know, when it comes to art or whatever, oh, I wish I could draw, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that. You can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it and if you practice hard enough. Like, you know, I used to be very quick to give up. I used to try something and I used to be shit at it, and I'm like, I'm not doing that again. That is frustrating. I'm angry now. No, never again. And I wouldn't give up. I wouldn't try hard enough. But I used to work in factory jobs, and especially in a meat factory job, I was in the packing area and I was really heavy lifting, and I do love that kind of manual work. I've always loved that kind of work. But it was really hard, you know, and I didn't know I could ask for help. Like, so I was on 6 months trial, so I'd have the head down and I was just like, get the work done. And I was pulling muscles left, right and centre. That was due to lack of, you know, doing the wrong moves or whatever. But I kept persevering. That's the point I'm trying to make, is I kept persevering. There was some jobs that were nearly bringing tears to my eyes. I was so frustrated, so angry, so overwhelmed that I was like, I hate this. It's just, I'm never going to get the hang of this. This is too difficult. Because I didn't ask for help, I ended up mastering these jobs. I became the queen of these jobs, and I ended up being a supervisor in that same role because I actually just persevered. Now, I'm not telling you to overwork and pull muscles and break your back here. What I'm trying to say to you is, no matter how frustrating a task is, no matter how, unconfident you are in achieving this task, if you actually practice hard enough and consistently enough, you can do anything you put your mind to. And this is anything. You can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. Like, you know, we keep saying, oh, I wish we could do this, I wish we could do that. You can do it. You just have to get out of your own way. And the only way to actually build confidence is by practice. And like this, when I started my awakening journey, I started to get creative again. But I was afraid, you know, I didn't draw because, you know, in school, I didn't feel good enough, and I stopped drawing, and I was like, oh, I can't do that. So like, I got so frustrated when I started to draw again. I was shite, like, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to do this. It's making me feel worse. I'm frustrated. I'm angry. But then I remembered that job, and I was like, hold on now. If I can master jobs that I thought that I could not do, that made me so angry and frustrated because I didn't give up, what would happen if I didn't give up now? And that's what we tend to do. We try something, we fail, and we don't do it again. A quote here, actually. Confidence comes from experience. Experience comes from trying and failing and trying again, this time better. And that's it. Like, there's so many things that I have tried. Like, you know, I so many unfinished projects that I have. But even when I did have them, I'd start something, stop, all this insecurity would come in, and then a few months later I'd go back to it and I'd master it. It's like I was, you know, like that gap in between, you know, and then going back to it, I was like, this isn't actually that hard. I can do this. You know, we get so frustrated that we tend to give up so quickly. We don't try, we don't believe in ourselves enough. But as I said, confidence comes from competence. It comes from doing the task that you want to do. Like, when I started to become a life coach, I was getting my courses, and my mentors were like, you know, you're going to have to create content, you're going to have to, you know, put that out online and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I can't do that. Oh my God, I can't do that. But then I was texting friends, and like, they were always commenting on how I'd write emails practically back because I'd have so much to say. And I was like, yeah, I just have so much to say. And I was like, oh, I have so much to say. So, you know, I don't have to go on video, but I can type content. I can do that. I can build my confidence that way. And it was only because of, you know, revisiting some stuff that I had to heal that I just woke up one morning and I was like, oh my God, I have to share this. I have to share this on video. And the first video I ever recorded, oh my God, is ridiculous. I was so nervous. I was laughing at myself. I was looking at myself it was embarrassing, right? But I did it, and I still shared it because I was like, look, I'm just going to do this. But I was so nervous, and I for the first while of doing videos, I was like so scared, so nervous, so self-conscious, just didn't know what to say. And I always thought, like, even after that first video, I was like, I'm going to write a script now, and I'm going to do it that way. But I actually haven't wrote a script like since. I'll write a few quotes, or I'll write down a few pointers just so I don't forget. But I don't script now. I just talk for Ireland. I just do it like. And I am so confident because I did those videos. Because if you look back on my old videos, you will see that lack of confidence. You'll see that insecurity in me. And my confidence, like, I was going through a healing journey anyway myself. I was going through some family issues and whatever. But my confidence was, I was so unconfident. But because I kept going and I just kept doing it, even though I was so scared, you can see my transformation. You can see that confidence building me. And now I love doing videos. And, even if I have a down day, like, and I'm feeling very lethargic and I'm not really in the mood to do anything, I'll do a video and I'll boost that confidence so much that I end up wanting to do other things for the rest of the day. Do you know what I mean? It gives me a buzz now to do this video, Sharon. I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. And it made me so scared. To go on camera, just the thoughts of it made me petrified. And now I absolutely love it. And I've done live videos as well, and I actually love them. I love the energy of the live videos. Do you know what I mean? I love the energy of this video because, I don't know, maybe it's because I live on my own and I have no one to talk to. But, like, I talk to my dogs, but, like, they don't talk back all the time. But I'm not crazy, I swear. But yeah, like, I love I love sharing my voice. I love sharing my story. And I was so quiet and I was too scared to share anything. But the confidence that builds by practicing something is truly amazing. Like, like, we're never going to build confidence by thinking about something. We're never going to build confidence by wishing for something. We're only going to build that confidence if we actually do the task we're afraid to do. Now, I have another couple of quotes here that I'm going to read. This is lovely, actually. Yeah, it's a lovely one. All right, I have two quotes I'm going to read, and then I'm going to leave you alone when it comes to quotes. But confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And that is so true. It is so true. You cannot be, like, there's certain times that I've reprimanded myself, if I did something wrong, and I give out to myself and I punish myself for doing it wrong. And I'm like, Angela, you didn't know how to do it. This is the first time you've done this thing. You're not fucking, I was going to say I'm not psychic, but I am a little bit. But anyway, what I'm saying is, like, you can't know how to do something the first time unless you've done it before. That doesn't make sense. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. When I used to fuck up before then, I'd be like, oh, you're so stupid. But then I was like, no. Why am I giving out to myself for not knowing how to do something I didn't know how to do? Learn how to do it. Ask some questions. Do it better next time. Failure isn't failure. Like, they're mistakes. You have to make a mistake to know how to do it right. You know what I mean? In a sense, you have to learn. Like, a mistake isn't a failure. It's learning how not to do a thing so you can do it right the next time. So when we punish ourselves for something that we don't know how to do, it's like, hello, you can't know how to do something straight away. Do it again. Ask somebody how to do it properly. Learn, grow, build that confidence. Now, this is a lovely quote. I only came across this now just a few minutes ago. But building confidence is very much the same as building a brick wall. When you take the time to recognize all the small wins you make on a daily basis, you keep adding bricks to your wall of confidence. And that's the thing. We need to start measuring where we come. Like, that's one thing that I failed to do for a long time, was measuring and how much I'd achieved. Because we're so in a rush to try and do something else, we don't actually give ourselves credit for what we have done and the confidence that we have built. But, like, if you actually give yourself that celebration, that reward, that recognition for the achievements that you've actually made, that will build your confidence. there's just so many things that you can do to build your confidence without actually doing that task yet. So like, if you do meditation, brilliant way to calm the mind, brilliant way to heal your insecurities around trying those new tasks. So this in turn will build your confidence as well. Visualization is beautiful. So if you actually even just visualize yourself achieving what you want to achieve, this can build confidence. Because the beauty of the mind, right? So like if you imagine something over and over again, like if you imagine something, like, if you imagine you're doing this task over and over again, your body will actually react and feel like you're actually doing that task. The more you visualize, if you sit with it and visualize something and feel it and picture as if you're actually doing it, your body and your mind will start to believe that you're doing it. So you can actually build confidence by pretending to do something, visualizing it over and over and again, visualize yourself succeeding at it. And then when you actually try and do that task, it's like, geez, I've done this 100 times. And that's what it will feel like, because your body, your mind will actually believe that you've done this 100 times because you've visualized it over and over again. And that's the beauty of manifestation as well. When we visualize it, it actually comes in quicker. Like it's amazing how our mind works. But that's how we build our confidence, is by practice, but also by visualizing the outcome we want. And the more we visualize, the more it becomes a reality. The more our body believes it, the more our body will exude that energy of confidence. And like that's another one, like fake it till you make it. Like I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't like fake people or anything. What I mean is act as if you've already done it. You know what I mean? Feel as if you've already done it. It's like, I've achieved this. I can draw. I can do this. I can sing. I can do whatever you want. Bring it in by saying you already did it. Feel like you've already done it. Picture your outcome. Picture what you want to visualize as your end goal. Act as if you've already done it so many times. Feel it in your... Like before I became a DJ, I'm a part-time DJ as well. Before I became a part-time DJ, I was like, very young, I was like, oh, how am I going to do this? And I was like, no, I can do this. I'm the one who, like, at parties, I was the one getting up the playlist anyway. You know what I mean? I was the one going after those. That part I could do. But then when I started visualizing it, I started visualizing being behind those decks, behind that computer, visualizing that crowd in front of me, visualizing that feeling. You know what I mean? Every time I watched my favorite DJ, I would like, yes, this is what I want. This is what I want to feel. I want to be that creator. If he makes me feel like this, I want to create that for other people. And me visualizing it over and over again, and I embodied that then. You know what I mean? And that's the same with these videos and even my creativity. Like I write poetry. I'm flat out writing poetry. I'm starting to write other things as well, because I believe I visualized it. I visualized the outcome. I visualized publishing my first poetry book, and it's literally only a couple of months till I have it on the shelves. You know what I mean? I visualized that I could do this, and then my confidence built because I did the things I was afraid to do. And that's the secret of it. We have to start doing the things we are afraid to do, because we cannot build confidence by just saying, you can't build confidence without experiencing it. Like, we have to do something over and over and over again, repeat it over and over and over again to get good at it. And you'll only feel confident when you're good at something. But you can't get good at something unless you actually try it. You know what I mean? Sitting there going, I wish I could do this. I'm not good enough to do this. I'm not confident enough to do this. Yeah, of course, you're gonna manifest that. But even before you try the task, sit there and go, I am good at this. I'm going to draw this beautiful picture. I'm going to write this beautiful poem. I'm going to sing this beautiful song. Whatever it is, I'm going to manifest this wonderful cure. But you have to keep going. And like when I started, going into professional coaching, like I had a few successful clients that I'd worked with on a volunteer basis. But obviously my self-limiting beliefs and my lack of confidence prevented me from going into it professionally until I took the step to build that confidence. And the only way I took the step to build that confidence was by actually doing the work, as in like doing courses, going for 5-day challenges with, Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins, stuff like that. I built my confidence by showing up for these webinars, showing up for these courses, showing up for this practice, showing up for this training. And that built my confidence when it came to the professional side of things. Because I know I have successfully helped others. I know that I can use my experience to help other women. But because of my own lack of confidence, I was afraid to make a career out of it. But because of the practice I put in, because of the training I put in, because of the actual commitment I put into it, it has built my confidence. From actually being so scared to do videos, to doing the videos, I am so much more confident doing videos. I love doing videos now. I actually really enjoy it. And I even just, I started doing live again last week because I hadn't done one for a while. And I love that energy. I love that buzz. I just love that. I just love it. Whereas back in November is when I started doing videos, I was petrified. It took me a long time to build that confidence, but every video I do makes me more confident. But also I'm doing, meditations. I am doing meditation workshops to build my confidence. I am, there's certain ones that is changing your self-image and creating a new version of yourself. All these meditation workshops and these courses that I've been going through as well. It's not just the courses for coaching that I did to build my confidence. I'm doing courses on meditations, on rebuilding my self-image, on building my confidence, on, creating a new reality for myself. All of this commitment I'm putting it in to build my confidence. But if I sat there and said, I can't do this because I'm not confident, I can't do that because I'm not confident, nothing is going to change. I'm going to still feel weak, lack of confidence, incapable of doing anything because I don't try. But because of all that work I've put in, all that training I've put in into my internal mind and body, as well as my external career and reality as well, my confidence is soaring. And that's the beauty of it. If we put in that work, that repetition, we can do and be anything we want to be. We just need to start by doing that work. Don't sit there and say, I can't do this, because that's that quote from Henry Ford, if you say you can or you say you can't, you are right. Because if you say you can't do something, yes, you're going to not be able to do something because that's what you believe, that's what you embody. If you say you can do something, that's what you believe, that's what you embody. So do that practice, do that repetition. Practice does make perfect. It really does. Build your confidence by building your experience. Confidence is competence. The only way to get confident is by doing the thing you're afraid to do. And do it again and again. Don't give up. We're a nation of giver-uppers. Don't be giving up. Don't let that frustration overrule you. Know that you can. But the only way you can is if you do. And that is a fact. The only way you can is if you do as well. So build your confidence by practicing. Build your confidence by doing. Build your confidence by becoming competent at something. Because that is the only way your confidence grows, is by doing the task you're afraid to do. So I hope this helps, and thank you so much for listening today. And if it does resonate, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so that I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help in your journey, please book me for a discovery call today, and I would love nothing more than to help you on your path. Thank you. Bye-bye.